grind hard to get ahead. You trying to go backwards.
Feelings from the past, pray the Lord block it all out.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy. Can't you tell the YouTube shit? Hey man, say man, we are lit to our teeth, man. Turn. Today, it's motherfucking day. Hey man, say man, straight hood and outside shit, man. Claire Miller, the TikToker who killed her sister. Hey man, say man, if you did not know, man, my motherfucking TikTok be going crazy, man. If you know, you know, man. That shit going dummy, man. Appreciate y'all niggas, man. About to watch the TikTok who killed her sister, man. Sometimes you get crazy, man. You just never know. We've been watching Vingy. Let's go.
I think it's pretty common to hate our siblings sometimes.
Yeah,
they
for
take
sure.
our stuff, bug us for no reason,
For
try
sure.
to embarrass
Yeah,
us in front of our
like
friends
skip
or
my people
crushes.
before.
They can be a real pain. But we always forgive them and move on. Because that's what family does.
No.
Right? The case we're looking at today
Bitch,
is
no,
hot
they would kill
off
you.
the press. It's the
We
case
can't
of a
able.
young TikTok star who savagely took the life of her sister.
Dang. These
On
TikTokers
February
going
21st
crazy, huh?
of this year, the police of Lancaster, Pennsylvania received a terrifying call from a teenage girl. The girl was Claire Miller, a 14-year-old girl who told the call operator that as the rest of her family slept, she stabbed her sister to death. The call in itself was weird, because rarely does a culprit just straight up admit to their crime on the phone. She didn't make excuses or make up a story about some intruder committing the act. Claire wanted the authorities to know
Damn,
it was her.
Claire,
It
your
was
duck
just
ass.
after 1 a.m.
Peanut
when
butter head
Manhattan
ass.
Township Police
Sloppy
arrived
Joe
at the
neck
Miller's
ass.
home.
You're
Claire
not
was
your
waiting outside
sister.
for them, washing the blood off of her hands in the snow. As the police approached, they saw that she had blood all over her pants too, and she just kept saying, "I stabbed my sister," over and over again. She let the police into the house and took them upstairs to the bedroom of her sister, Helen. Helen was lying in her bed with a pillow over her face, red with blood. When they removed the pillow, they saw the weapon was still lodged in Helen's neck, and she was unresponsive. The police tried to
Hey,
perform
man,
CPR
say, man,
on her
Nick,
at the scene,
the
but
knife
they
still
were already
lodged in her
too late.
neck.
Claire
Don't
was
let CPR
arrested
gonna
at
do
the scene and
anything.
taken into custody by the police. This must have been so traumatic for her parents, who were asleep when all of this took place.
She must have
To find
saw a
out that your
candy
daughter
bar,
has passed
took a
away so
boyfriend.
horribly is one thing, but to find out your other child did it, it's unimaginable.
That's tough.
Claire was charged with criminal homicide. This is a crime that means Claire will not be eligible for bail and automatically means she has to be tried as an
man, she
adult,
out
since
here.
homicide isn't considered a delinquent act.
We are
in the state of Pennsylvania.
lit.
This creates a
Finally got
number
Liddy ass
of
day,
very
man. We
scary
watching this,
possibilities for
show,
Claire
man.
if she's found
This is
guilty.
real stuff,
Because
you know what
she's
I'm
being
saying?
tried as
Claire,
an adult,
hey.
this means the state will be totally overlooking her age
killed her own
if she
sister,
goes
is what
to
it is,
trial.
man.
She will spend time in an adult jail or prison, could be sentenced to life
And she a
behind bars,
TikToker.
and could
That's
even
tough.
be sentenced to capital punishment.
Your boy
That's
just got
right,
on TikTok.
Claire may be sentenced to
ruh,
die for what she did to her sister.
Ruh,
Helen
ruh.
Miller was 19 years old and Claire's
Yeah, it'd be
only
kinda
other
ugly.
sibling. Helen was
kissy
born
cat.
with cerebral palsy, a group of afflictions that can affect how well someone is able to move, as well as cause seizures and make it difficult for someone to talk. Helen used a wheelchair her whole life and was reportedly nonverbal for the most part. She was cared for by her loving
Damn,
parents and seemingly
so she
had
was
a
a
good relationship with
paraplegic,
Claire. She
motherfucking
even
body
appeared
couple.
in the background of some of Claire's
Vegetable.
TikToks along with their dad. However, Helen's condition does add another level of sinister to her death. Because of her cerebral palsy, Helen didn't have much control over her limbs and couldn't even sit up by herself. That means when her
man.
sister was attacking her, there was pretty much no way she would have been able to defend herself. So with that in mind, is it still fair for Claire to be charged as an adult? Trying juveniles as adults
I don't
is
know.
a super
Now we know that she
controversial
was
point
handicapped
in
and
the
couldn't
US legal
move.
system. First of
That's
all,
tough.
how is it possible for a kid to be considered an adult in this situation? According to Sophia DeBazzi, a legal writer, there are a few situations where some courts think it's okay. The nature of the crime is so serious that it is believed that the juvenile should be treated like an adult. The juvenile
And then for black
understood the
people,
serious
shit.
nature of the crime and the consequences of their actions. They have a history of committing similar serious crimes. The juvenile has been tried by a court as an adult before. This is sometimes called the once an adult, always an adult rule. As you can imagine, a lot of people think this is wrong, and kids should only be tried in
I
juvenile
mean, if you
court.
kill
The
your
Equal
sister,
Justice
I don't know,
System is
bruh.
an
That shit
organization
tough.
that's working to fix the legal system in a lot of ways,
Cause you know you don't grow
including
up with the
stopping
bitch, so you don't
juveniles
have all
being
these type
tried
of
as
feelings
adults.
towards her.
So this makes us wonder,
Like,
why Why would
that
a
was like a
seemingly
regular ass
normal
person
teen
in that
want to
bitch.
do something so awful? An unnamed
I don't
witness
fucking
told
know,
police
bitch.
that before this happened, Claire
That's
allegedly
tough.
told them that she was thinking of either taking her own life or somebody else's. No other reason has
Bitch,
been
this
given
child
at
is
the time of making
gonna
this
die
video,
before
but
she got
I
caught.
do
Shit.
have a couple of theories.
It is what it
I'm
is,
gonna
though.
take you guys back a few years. Anybody here remember Slender Man?
Yeah!
In 2014, two 12-year-old
Whoa,
girls
what
were
the
charged
coincidence?
stabbing their friend 19 times, claiming they were told to do it by Slender Man. They were sent
What's
to
the
be tried
damn
as
coincidence,
adults.
bruh?
One of the girls was not found guilty due to insanity, and she was later diagnosed with schizophrenia. She'll probably spend most of her life in a secure psychiatric
Here we
facility.
go.
The other girl was given 40 years to life behind bars, but was also ordered to spend time in a psychiatric facility. I
Damn.
mention this case because, like with Claire, before they committed their crime, they seemed totally normal. Is it possible Claire felt compelled to do what she did due to an undiagnosed mental illness?
No.
Obviously, that's pure speculation. I can't say whether or not Claire is
Just
mentally
'cause she
ill,
white
but no doubt if she
don't mean
is,
she got a
it will
disability
come out
in
in
the
her
fucking
trial.
noodle.
Another possible
She
reason
just
why she
killed
did
the
this
bitch.
to Helen
Y'all
is pretty
always
simple,
motherfucking
jealousy.
giving people
Because Helen was
leeways
being
and
cared
shit.
for
Then when
by
black
her
people do
parents,
it,
a lot of their
throw the
attention
book
was
away.
focused
And
on
listen,
her,
get that
and it's
nigga. Ain't
possible
nothing wrong with
that
that
Claire felt
nigga.
neglected
Nah,
by her family.
nigga.
According to a
Bitch,
2011
do it for the white
study,
people too,
this
bitch.
isn't
Fuck are you
uncommon.
talking
Many
about?
kids who have siblings with disabilities feel as though they're pushed to
Hell
one side
nah,
and
bruh.
never get the full
They
picture of what's
fuck
going
no,
on.
bruh, 'cause they know
Experts
it's a black
have called
person. They won't
this
let
the
none of that
waiting
shit
room
go like
because
that.
they're always waiting for answers.
Fuck
If
no,
this is
man.
the case, it's
She
unfortunate
did what she
that
did,
Claire
bruh.
didn't
And
always
she got
feel
caught. She
included
when
in
they
her
got caught.
family. But that isn't
it
an
what it
excuse
is,
for
but
what
shit,
she's
she done got
done.
caught.
It wasn't
Shit, that
Helen's
shit
fault she
tough.
had cerebral palsy,
Don't
and it
make
wasn't
up
their
no
parents' fault that Helen needed
extra
extra help with her
disability
daily
for her so she can
activities.
get out that
According
bitch.
to reports, Helen loved art, and she was a talented painter and sculptor.
Damn.
Although her Facebook page has now been taken down, a report stated that she once won an award for watercolor painting she created.
With
In
her
the
mouth?
craziness of this case, it's important to remember that she was still a person, a talented person, that loved and trusted her sister. When the news first broke of this case, everybody was talking about it. I know that because a bunch of you guys have been asking me to cover it in a video. Similar to previous cases I've looked at, this one blew up because of Claire's involvement with TikTok. It's unknown how big of a following she had before her arrest, but at the time her account was taken down by TikTok, she had 20k followers on there and over 1 million views. What's kind of weird is that pretty much as soon as she was arrested, people started seeing her videos on their For You page. Almost like the algorithm was deliberately pushing them to get views.
They always
This
do that.
could be a total coincidence. It could be that when local kids from her school and stuff heard what was going on, they started spamming her account with views and comments. By the time her account was removed, every comment was about Helen's death and people looking for signs that this was coming in her videos. Some of her videos have been re-uploaded on other platforms and they're kind of weird to watch. She seemed totally normal. She liked anime, making funny videos of her dad, and lip singing to music, like a lot of teens on TikTok. Her account was deleted due to multiple community guideline violations, according to TikTok, but that was more than enough time for people to download her videos. Personally, I don't think they'll stop showing up online anytime soon, and will probably just get even more popular as the case progresses. Speaking of which, what happens to Claire now? Well, she was scheduled to have a preliminary hearing on March 30th, but it's been pushed back until April 16th for unknown reasons. It could have something to do with the ongoing pandemic, which has caused delays in a lot of cases over the past year. Hopefully, come April 16th, the trial will be officially underway and we will finally learn what happened to Helen and why her life was taken in such an awful way.
Looking for evidence and trying to come up with a timetable and whatever to help them, whatever they can find to help them understand what might have happened.
That brings us to the end of today's video. What do you guys think of this case? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. As this case is ongoing, make sure to keep Helen's parents in your thoughts during what I'm sure is an awful time for them.
Shout out to her, you know what I'm saying, Anna Sauce. What I gotta say about the damn case, man?
You can tell a lot about someone by what they post on their...
What I gotta say about Anna Sauce, man? What I gotta say about the motherfucking case, man? Okay. It was stupid at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's family and shit. But that's how it goes, you dig? So shit, like, some shit happens and you get caught, you get caught. If you don't get caught, you don't get caught. That's how it goes, you dig? So it's like, at the end of the day, you wish the best for motherfucking people, but you just never know, man. I hope everything works out and you know what I'm saying? Hope y'all niggas had a little ass day, man. Straight hood and outside shit. We out this bitch, man. Gang, deuces, you dig?
Hey, Dad, you know, dawg, when we link up, dawg, this shit be legendary. Even though this instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.